Sometimes clutter is just a day or two or 10 of not tidying up day after day. And sometimes stuff just doesn't have a home. So it ends up on our tables, our counters, our couches, until we have given those items an assigned place in our homes. Not a big deal. We can fix this. We tidy it up, we give the thing a home, and done. It's great. And you build habits of putting everything back. But it got me thinking about what clutter is telling us when it's not those things, when it's not about being tidy and things do have a home, but our home still feels cluttered. So I want to dive into that a little bit deeper in this video. Have a cup of tea with me. I am Erica Lucas, and I like to help you simplify your life here on this channel by sharing videos of how I simplify my life and over on the blog. Okay, so when we keep certain items or categories in our homes that don't work for us any longer, it might not be a sign of being disorganized or being untidy. Instead, it might actually be a sign of growth, indicating that a change is needed in our lives. Often being fed up with stuff is an actual trigger that the change is needed. Being fed up with picking up toys day after day, so you donate half of them. The kids maybe have toy bins, but the amount of toys is too much to manage. The location for toys works fine, but it still ends up as a mess bigger than you wish to manage. And that was my journey 3 years ago. I was fed up with everything we owned. Decluttering and not wanting to feel the growth that I was expecting, and maybe you can relate to this. I was fed up with shoving clothes into the kids' drawers and into my own drawers and shoving clothes aside to squeeze in another shirt and still have mounds of dirty laundry, even with that effort. I had too many clothing choices. The kids had too many clothing choices. And I donated some, but it still felt cluttered because I hadn't gotten rid of enough. But I was uncomfortable getting rid of more. I was uncomfortable with having spent money and then needing to get rid of that thing now that I wanted that change, that growth in my life. So if you're feeling uncomfortable decluttering, that's actually a really great sign. It's a sign for a need for growth and a need for change. And confronting that feeling of being uncomfortable is going to get you that pivot that gets us to take action, to go through the process and take a step forward and make a change in our homes for the better, and live with less things and make it easier and simpler to manage our homes and our lives. This sign of growth, that we value simplicity over complication, calm over chaos, being able to just hang a shirt, easy peasy. Many times clutter, it happens when there's just too much stuff to deal with. But deciding what to declutter might stop us on that path to growth, because we can't decide what to get rid of. We can't decide what to let go of. So we look around and we try to find ways to keep items in a different place rather than letting go of them in the first place. We look for other homes where they might not feel like clutter. So one way to understand decluttering and even minimalism is to replace the word declutter with the word keep. What do I want to keep today? Not what do I want to get rid of or declutter. Reframing how you think about your stuff can help you. I recently tried this reframing approach with a friend who asked for some help decluttering our house. We pulled everything out to the side of the room. It was mostly toys, the kid stuff. And we looked at the pile. She picked the favorite toys, and we used the boundaries of her cube shelf. And I had to say, one toy is going on this shelf. What's it going to be? One toy or one category like cars. Next, we pulled out anything was obviously broken, trash, things that she was definitely ready to part with, and then was left with a mound of items that were not chosen. So by deciding what to keep, we made a pile to declutter potentially. And this is where it got uncomfortable. Maybe that pile is clutter, indicating a major growth step we're ready for. And it makes us uncomfortable to accept that, to accept letting go of money that we had spent on toys for the kids, gifts that were given to them, sentimental gifts. A lot of reasons can make us really uncomfortable to face the pile that remains, that was unselected, it was not chosen. And maybe you could actually let it all go. Maybe it was all not chosen for a reason. And digging deep into that reason, or the items that remained unchosen, can help you process letting go of them. If it's a pile of clothes, were they not chosen because they don't fit, because you don't like the fabric? If they're toys, were they not played with? Maybe a toy rotation might work for you. You can approach this with clothes, books, shoes, board games, video games. You decide what to keep, pick the trash and the easy donate stuff, and then let go of what was not chosen. This is the key to owning less. It's wanting less. You have to want less to own less. In fact, I talk about it in this video when I deal with my own stuff. When decluttering does not actually improve your life, you have to want less to own less. Thank you for sharing a part of your day with me. I hope this video inspired you and you found it helpful. Here's another video.